Why hello there my fine wizards, welcome back to another day in the magical world of Prodigy. In today's video, I'm basically doing battles with my level 100 Flyger. Yeah, you guys heard me right, level 100 Flyger. Obviously this Flyger was level 100 like 5 million years ago, but still. Right, so basically we're going to be doing battles with our level 100 Flyger. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do at least 3 battles in which I battle against a monster, someone in the arena, and then I'll see what the last one is. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to that. Alright guys, so here's a short clip from my new YouTube channel which I just launched. Now if you guys ask me, that clip was pretty cool. And if you guys want to see more cool gaming videos, well, I'd recommend checking out my channel, 1DoctorGenius Gaming. Its logo is a panda playing on a console. So yeah, it's pretty cute. I recommend you guys check out that channel and subscribe, because I will be posting some awesome gaming videos on it. So subscribe and let's get back to our video. Alright guys, so now we're under the sea and we have Mr. Flyger equipped with us. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around shipwreck shore battling monsters and defeating them. So now just as an FYI, a level 100 Flyger has 4 spells. It has Force Hurricane, Overgrowth, Ion Cannon, and Down Portal. So yeah, those are some pretty cool spells. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use Mr. Flyger to obliterate every single water pet I can see, right? So now we're going to use this teleportation funnel. I like to call it a teleportation funnel, but it's just a hole in the ground. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use Mr. Flyger to battle all of these monsters. Just as an FYI, the Flyger can do a lot of damage real fast, right? The Flyger can do up to 5,210 damage per attack, but that's rare. Now, in general, most of the time when you're using the Flyger will end up doing 4,000 damage. So if you guys end up with your Flyger doing 5,000 damage, well, that's some pretty rare stuff right over there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into a battle against Mr. Mimic and fight him using my Flyger. Now, this guy has enough health, so I do think that Flyger will do 5,210 damage in this case. So now you guys see that in both attacks my pet did 4,000 damage to the enemy team. Now you may be wondering what happened to the 5,000 damage. Well, the 5,000 damage has a rare chance of occurring, right? So now it basically depends on the mood of the game. It depends on the coding of the game. The game decides whether or not you'll do 5,210 damage or whether you'll do 4,119 damage. But here, unfortunately, we ended up doing 4,119 damage. And now, as you guys can see, the enemy team's Mimic is below half health. I mean, it's way too low. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cast the Ion Cannon using the Flyger and observe the Flyger's attack animation. Right, so here we go. I've answered my question correct, and it seems like we unlocked ourselves a new achievement. Reading numbers. Alright, that was a pretty interesting attack animation. It seems like the Flyger did absolutely nothing. The spell was just casted from the Flyger's head. So that the Flyger has one of the most boring attack animations I've seen in the game. But luckily, it's one of the most powerful Earth-type pets in Prodigy. Alright guys, I've just answered another question correct, and now let's cast our spell, casting the spell Down Portal, which does 3,000 damage to both pets on the enemy team and immediately eliminates them both. Right, so in that battle, as you guys saw, I casted all 4 of the spells which Flyger can cast. So now, what we've done is we've done a monster versus monster battle, right? So now the thing which we managed to accomplish is we did a monster versus monster battle. But now what we need to do is we need to do a player versus player battle to ultimately test this guy out. Alright guys, so now all we have to do is we have to wait until the Find Challenger button gives us the challenger. Alright guys, so we've ended up in an arena battle against Fire Breather Billy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna battle this guy with our level 100 pets and immediately destroy him. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to test my Flyger out against other water type pets, but still, it's okay. I mean, we still severely out-health them, but still, let's do this battle. And now they've casted their spell, so we're gonna cast our spell doing approximately 3,000 damage, which is just more than what they did. Alright, so let's just cast another spell once our opponent is ready. Alright guys, so I've just answered another spell of mine correct, and now it seems like what we're doing is we're waiting for our enemy to answer their question, and now our opponent has answered his question. So now what I'm gonna do next is, I know that my opponent is gonna cast like a 3-person spell, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast a 1-person spell, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Ember Shed to cast a 2-person spell. Yeah, you guys will see what I mean. Alright guys, so here we go. I'm just waiting on my opponent to answer their question correct. And now here we go. I've answered my question first, meaning we do 4,005 damage, I guess you could say 4,500 damage, while our opponent uses the spell Supernova. But now this is where they messed up. They used Supernova. Both of our pets have a lot of health. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Ember Shed. I'm not going to put my Ember Shed up, friends. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my pets over to my Ember Shed. And once this pet guy, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for Alan Snapdragon to die, and once Alan Snapdragon dies, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna burn their remaining pets, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Alright guys, I've just answered my question correct, and it seems like our enemy person did answer their question correct, unfortunately. But now we're going to cast our spell Supernova, and we have enough energy remaining to cast another 2-person spell, which will immediately demolish them. Now obviously what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Ember Shed, which does a high amount of damage to earth and ice type pets, so it should give me a straight advantage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast the spell Volcano, and then I'm going to cast Wildfire. Alright guys, I've answered my question, and now we just wait for our opponent to answer their question. And now, it seems like we should be able to finish off this battle pretty easily, and it seems like it's gonna be our victory. So here we go, we cast the spell Wildfire, doing 6,000 damage, which is more than your Prodigy Wizard will ever be able to do unless it uses an all-out attack. And when you guys look at that, they aren't able to defeat our Ember Shed. Now next up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Wildfire, because obviously we know that fire is strong against ice, so I will be able to damage their pet on the back as well. Correcto mundo, another question has been answered properly by us, and now we wait on our enemy to see what they do. Now, our enemy unfortunately casted the spell Overgrowth, which won't be enough to kill my pet in the back, but what we did is we casted our spell Wildfire. Now, with the spell Wildfire, we should be able to do approximately 4,000 damage to their pet in back. Basically, we have lowered their ice pet's health to below than what our pet's health is. Now, I do know what pet is strong and weak against ice, so I won't be making any mistakes over here, and I'll just be casting my spell Force Hurricane, and this should be an easy win for the Doctor. Alright, after almost answering that question wrong and losing the battle, I've answered my question right, and it seems like our opponent is using the spell Snowling Ball, which does 5,166 damage, unfortunately, but we've cast our spell doing 5,226 damage, and it seems like this battle has ended up in a tie, and that is because I used a different strategy. Right, so as you guys can see, that was a pretty nice battle. I mean, I won the battle, it was a draw, but still, we both got 50 gold. So all in all, the Flyger is a good pet to use, and if you guys want to finish off your water pet battles quicker, use the Flyger. It's one of the best pets in the game. And it's the rarest. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found some new information out about the Flyger if you didn't know already. And yeah, so if you did, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and give this video a humongous thumbs up. Or you guys could check out my second channel, which is 1DoctorGenius Gaming, on which I will be uploading my most entertaining gaming videos ever. So guys, check out 1DoctorGenius Gaming. Here's the logo, links in the description and in the comment section. So bye, have a good time, and I will be catching you all next time. 1DoctorGenius out the house. Bye, have a good time.